Hey guys, it's GirlGotGame
and PCOcast.
And we are in this heavenly spot known as the Elf Burrow, where Mother ran away with Ivo.
Oh no.
Because everybody's bad in this game.
What if Mother is... what if her mother has been replaced with Mother?
What if it's Munkus?
What if everyone's... Maybe everyone is Munkus. We are currently playing a dream where Munkus gets to be everyone. We're like, he's the person we're actually playing him. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on board for this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Anyway, poor Critter got stuck, and we gotta get him out.
Well, we checked out everything over here, right?
Yeah. And I think we went all the way over to the fountain area as well, and got what we needed from there.
Alright, what do we have?
We have strong string.
A ball of sturdy string. A couple of feet should do.
For what? A couple of feet for what?
Thin reed?
A straight thin reed.
Indeed.
An old notebook.
A notebook with some notes on the lost city of Lorem Ipsum.
Alright, for Ivo.
Perhaps I can give it to Ivo before I leave.
I'm not sure if I told Lorem that
Oh yeah.
he's in here.
Metal cans. The dwarves invented them to keep perishable foods fresh for longer. A heavy plank of wood. Not very long, but quite fat. Just like the Mary.
Grand.
Sure she'd be delighted.
Okay, so we can go through the door.
Yeah, is that the only... Oh, we can also look at those.
Yeah, I think that's where we got the reed from, and now we have to do something with the pond?
Oh, come on. You can't look at it from over there?
No.
People say the water has a healing effect. Perhaps I should take 1 or 2 barrels of it with me and sell it.
Perhaps. So we can go through that door or that. Library. Right, we'd probably go to the library, right?
I agree. See what other things we can pick up here. Oh yeah, there should be like the talking medical book. Wonder if that's still around.
Can we get Cloud's Buster Sword?
Yeah. Come on, Nate. You know you want it.
According to Ivo, these are swords belonging to some of those who have tried to conquer the woodland realm. Nowadays, everyone knows it's better not to pick a fight with elves.
Indeed.
So Cloud tried to conquer the woodland realm at one point?
Apparently.
Okay, so we can just turn it again.
Why is this a thing that we can turn?
I don't know.
We'll keep turning it until we get around, just in case Nate's like, ah, excellent. This is what I need. You're not gonna do that, are you, Nate?
Nope.
That is so weird. Okay.
Oh, it's a top hat. Don't remember that.
Ooh.
The king and queen keep gifts given to them by delegations from far-off lands in this room. Some of them are rather bizarre.
Mad, you might say.
The top hat might have been a present from a kobold delegation, although it's a bit too big for that.
Okay, anything else?
The top hat might have been a present.
No. Okay, well,
Okay,
we're
I
gonna
need the
do
hat
something
for
with that.
something.
I nearly got arrested once because of a flower like that. I didn't know why they're forbidden almost everywhere, until I heard someone playing one for the first time.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, that's that.
During my time here, I sat in this library many times enjoying a good book. Not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like you, Nate.
During my time here, I sat in this Not.
Okay. Need to do something with the books. Potentially.
Critter claims he doesn't know Ollie, but the family resemblance can't be denied.
I suppose.
Ollie used to be a bookmaker. Got involved with the wrong people. Ivo says I just make all this up.
He got stuffed.
Get stuffed.
I've only had dealings with a dragon once. The dear thing wasn't really all there, and completely harmless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the dragon?
Yeah.
I forgot her.
I've never really understood why it's all right to cut off dragons' heads. Dragons are rational beings, not a nice tradition.
That's not nice.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything we can use here to interact with anything.
I guess we can just keep looking around. What's Ivo's room? Ooh.
I'll have to be careful. If the queen catches me, there'll be no leniency.
There'll be no leniency whether she catches you anywhere.
No.
I feel.
Oh.
I couldn't allow him to propose to you. What sort of life would you have? You'd have lost him so soon, maybe just 50 years after marrying him. Or were you planning to go into the world with him and get old just like him? That would be terrible, and I told him as much. If one truly loves someone, then it's sometimes better to let them go.
Maybe you should take your own advice,
You know that I can be
Mom.
very convincing. The human spirit is weak. And perhaps there was a tiny bit of magic involved too.
Ah.
If only I'd known that it was already too late.
Well, Nate, what do you gotta say about that?
That darn witch! It all sounded so right. I was already across the sea when it became clear to me that I might have made the biggest mistake of my life.
Aww.
No wonder Ivo hates me. Her mother must never have told her what happened. Or she blamed me for everything.
Okay, well,
So I guess we can't go back, eh?
let's see.
What I'd really like to do is go up there, give the old boot a slap round the face, and get Ivo out of this place.
Get the old
But Ivo's mother is a powerful priestess. She's probably got a dozen ways she could incapacitate me without me even noticing. I have to be careful.
Oh,
Oh,
really? You went back up? Okay.
okay.
Now can we... Oh.
Okay, we can look at stuff. I guess we'll have to get
Ivo's
something.
mirror. When I was here, her fat bird sat in front of it most of the time.
Oh yeah, there's Cheap Cheap. He's back.
Ah.
Cheap Cheap. Speaking of fat birds.
The Oracle on Tugador can look through all reflective surfaces.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a real feast for him. He loves drama.
I'm glad Mother is deaf.
When we found out how the Oracle knew so much about the world, we had a laugh sitting on mirrors with our trousers down.
What?
We had to stop doing it when he started making intentionally wrong prophecies.
Why would you do that?
The Oracle on Tugador can look through all This is going...
Okay.
Why did she suddenly put Ivo to sleep? Did Ivo keep the fact that she's pregnant secret even from her parents? Could
Well-
that even be the reason that she left Elfborough?
She didn't know until like just before she left.
She didn't notice me, and that's how it should stay. She's probably in a worse mood than normal. Perhaps I can distract her somehow and then wake Ivo.
With a kiss.
She didn't notice me,
Okay.
and that's how... It looks like she's asleep. But I
She's
don't
in
think I
pain.
could wake her, even without her mother there. It looks like she's asleep,
Okay.
but I don't... Cheap Cheap, Ivo's bird. We don't get along. He's a puffed up rooster, and he says the same of me.
Nice.
It was his job to keep me away from Ivo. He made that more than clear any time I got close. I wish he'd done the same after I left. Maybe I can lure the queen onto the balcony, grab Ivo, and... No. Where would we go?
Okay. I guess that's that for now. I guess we need Dad's help. I bet Dad loved Nate.
Probably. He loves everybody.
He's very wise, our dear Dad.
Oh, there he is.
Dad.
When your girlfriend's mother is an elf priestess, and you want to make a good impression, you shouldn't call this a swimming pool in front of her. But I meant it in a good way. I even invited her and Ivo's father to join us.
Oh.
Ah.
That is the make babies pool, Nate.
I had to listen to a quite long and, to be honest, slightly hostile lecture about this being a holy moon well.
Or have I confused
But
the
what if your
two
sweaty
things
feet are
together?
longing for a cool down after a long day? What do you do then?
Your sweaty
My
feet.
good arguments were ignored.
It's a moon pool, okay?
I had to listen to a quite long and, to be honest, but what if my good... The queen must have ordered the sentries to let the Mary pass. So long as she doesn't give any orders to the contrary, we should be able to enter and leave the woodland realm at any time. I think Ivo has never really got on with her mother, but she has always respected her. Her mother is very hardworking, very conscientious, very clever, but I think Ivo would have liked a bit more affection and warmth from her.
Understandable. That's so chill watching us just walk around.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have been happy here with Ivo. This place is beautiful, of course, but nothing changes, or only unbelievably slowly. And who would want to live in his parents-in-law's house where time practically stands still?
A good point.
Legit.
One day, Ivo's child will rule over all of this. I'll be long dead by then. It might have never heard of me.
It's your child too, Nate. Alright, Daddy-o.
Bob is still sitting where I left him months ago. Of course, he's not really called Bob, but his elven name is too complicated and long to remember. And he likes Bob.
He just calls him Bob. And he's sitting exactly where he left him.
He just never moves. Talk to Bob.
I just noticed that there's something further over here to look at, too.
Enlighten me, Father.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Nate, my boy. What are you doing here?
I don't understand how Ivo's mom got together with Bob and doesn't like Nate. I feel like they're kind of similar.
Yeah. I brought Ivo all the way back from Tugator. Tortuga. Your wife has bewitched Ivo and taken Critter prisoner. There are problems. Archmage Alistair's a frog. Can you read these words about Lorem Ipsum? Man, everything, basically.
Yeah. What order did you want to go?
Guess what? I brought Ivo back.
I rescued Ivo from Tugator, the flying pirate island, and brought her back here. More or less.
Oh, so you're getting on well again.
No.
It's too late for that. Trust me.
It is never too late for that. Trust me.
Thanks, Dad.
Guess what? Your wife bewitched Ivo and took Critter prisoner.
Your wife has hexed Ivo and imprisoned Critter.
Hexed.
I'll free both of them and
I would counsel you to patience, my impetuous friend. What has happened?
The Queen found Ivo in the garden. She's pregnant. Did you know that?
He did.
I hope that you are speaking of Ivo and not my wife. Of course I knew.
She's put Ivo into a kind of deep sleep.
Theodora knows wise decisions take time. It isn't a simple sleep. It's a kind of time out. For Ivo, time is standing still until her mother brings her back.
And when will that be?
As soon as she knows how she's going to deal with the situation. That could take months, or even years.
Years? She's got no right to do that. We have to bring Ivo back.
Just like the polecat butters the bread of the barn owl.
What? Just like that, eh? Exactly like the polecat butters the bread of the barn owl.
Isn't Ivo a little too old for timeouts?
Yeah, no kidding. It's more of a timeout for her mother, I think. Before she does something even more rash. Okay, so... Queen never told Ivo what happened, did she?
I eavesdropped on the Queen. She never told Ivo what happened, right?
What happened? You just disappeared one night.
It was all your wife's fault. She hexed me. I was going to propose to Ivo. The Queen intercepted me and whispered something in my ear.
Her words would have just washed over you had they not found something which they were able to catch hold of.
Ooh.
I thought long and hard about whether I should propose to Ivo. I loved her, but I also loved my freedom.
Gods and the wise call that getting cold feet.
So she could manipulate me because of my feet?
Yes.
She magnified your doubts and let you lose sight of what was really important, your love for Ivo.
But I didn't want her to have to watch me die. And I certainly didn't want her to come with me out into the world and grow old and die herself.
Would it have not been up to my daughter what sacrifices she would be willing to make for you? She is, after all, the more intelligent one.
Damn.
Get wrecked.
Go Daddy-o. He is so wise.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to find a way to become immortal for Ivo.
Whoa. Oh, that's what he was looking for. Not actual treasure.
Yeah, like he was looking for... didn't he mention something about, like the Fountain of Youth and the Holy Grail and all this stuff?
I guess he did.
He was actually searching for a way to become immortal.
Wow.
But elves aren't immortal. It's only because time travels... time is slowed down in the Elfborough.
They probably live longer than humans in the normal world, but not... They live a lot longer. I mean, if this goes like Lord of the Rings kind of lore.
So how long would he... Now, her mom suggested that he would still die within 50 years even in the Elfborough.
Yeah. I think that, like, time slows for you regardless in the Elfborough, but you would still...
I mean, that seems like basically a normal human lifespan.
Yeah. I don't know. Of course, I'm going off of, like, other fantasy lores, and this has its own lore.
Right.
Maybe it doesn't work for other species and only for elves.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, guess what? I wanted to become immortal.
After I left the Elfborough, my head still told me I'd done the right thing. I wouldn't condemn Ivo to a life with me, and a goodbye would have been too painful for both of us.
But your heart told you that you were a fool.
Later, I thought I'd found a solution. I'd find a way to live forever. Then I could marry Ivo and we'd never be separated.
Your heart was right. You are a fool.
Right. So Ivo is pregnant?
Ivo seems to have coped well with me leaving her. Seems to have been in a rush to find herself an elven prince.
Aww.
No, she didn't take it well. She was hurt and disappointed. And no, she didn't throw herself around the neck of any elf prince.
I don't even want to know. I'd always loved her, but it seemed to have been quite one-sided.
You Han Solo Leia thing going on. Blurg.
Right. By the way, there's problems.
We have a frog.
We have a frog that used to be Alistair.
Well, Archmage Alistair's been turned into a frog. By a certain Van Buren, some little brat who's running through Seastone and transforming everything.
A little girl transformed the Archmage?
Indeed.
Yes! No idea how she managed it. Ivo said something about Wilbur's wand. And he's in the Dark Woods looking for a book that explains how it can be destroyed. In the meantime, Ivo wanted to organize a few things needed to bring the Archmage back.
What sort of things?
Some book from Lorem Ipsum.
The Book of the Dead?
Yep, that was the one. Then we need a compass that belongs to the Red Pirate, and something called a Spark of Life. That's why she came back here.
I see. It's crucial we turn Alistair back quickly. He might have answers.
Right.
But to which questions?
Which questions?
Why?
Answers? To which questions?
Something is stirring. A great evil. I have felt it for a while now.
Not another evil.
The little brat with the wand?
No. Something older, greater, and a great danger for you, for Ivo, for everyone.
That doesn't sound good. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Ivo didn't tell me very much. Or perhaps I didn't listen.
I have the spark of life here.
You made me
I will
choke.
give it to my daughter as soon as she wakes.
Oh.
I can't help you with the compass, though. But I saw the lost city of Lorem Ipsum with my own eyes, long, long ago.
You mean there was a time you didn't stay here by this tree? You actually moved around?
And he saw the lost city himself.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be, since he's alive, it's not lost?
Oh, that's
It's only lost if people
no one
don't
knows
know
where
where
it
it is.
if point.
Him. So where is Lorem Ipsum, the sunken town? I don't know how we know it's sunken. But
If I were to
It's like
look for
Atlantis.
Lorem Ipsum, where would I find the ruins of the city?
under the sands of the Umzu Desert.
Oh, really? Could you be a bit more precise?
Oh,
the desert's
really?
pretty big.
I can't remember the exact location. I set out from the Bremen oasis, went into the desert, and just followed my nose.
It is lost.
After a few days, I saw the golden roofs of the town glinting in the sun as it set behind them.
So Lorem Ipsum is west of Bremen. But how far into the desert? How many days did you walk, and how quickly?
It was 3,500 years ago. What did you do last Thursday?
West of Bremen. That's
West
a
of
start.
Bremen, yeah, good.
That's
very
good.
helpful.
That's a great. That helps a lot.
helpful.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was 3,500 years ago. All I know is I saw it. Okay.
Alright.
How can I free Critter? Because that's the real. He's the real MVP.
Yeah.
Your wife trapped Critter in the garden. Some thorny tendrils grew out of the ground, imprisoning him.
Oh, an old trick that all priests have up their sleeve.
So novices couldn't sneak out of rituals early, eh?
But the tendrils are very
No denial.
ticklish, especially under the arms.
Arms?
You tickle them.
All right, then.
But where's the arms?
You tickle the weed's armpits, apparently.
Where's the arms?
Can you read these words about Lorem Ipsum?
I found this text about Lorem Ipsum, written in a foreign language.
I don't understand that language. I only understand the language of nature. And English for some strange reason.
Yeah.
Because you're truly enlightened.
Interesting. Because, of course, the elf bro only speaks English.
Yeah.
Naturally. How can we wake up Ivo?
How can we wake Ivo up?
Without the help of her mother.
Mother.
Impossible.
Then we'll have to force her. She can't keep Ivo imprisoned against her will.
You won't have any luck. Fiora will defend her daughter. She thinks she's doing the right thing. But if you can make her see that she was not acting in Ivo's best interests, then I'm sure she would let her go.
I should talk to her?
You'd be dead before you'd stuttered out your first sentence.
So what?
Hey! Take care, Bob. I'll see what I can do to help Ivo and Alistair. Or, if I can.
I see a man with a mission of great importance that he would like to complete.
Like? All that work? All that danger? The stress? You've got the same attitudes towards stress as I have.
I can see through you, Nate. You made your decision long ago. You just haven't realized it. To do good. Be part of something bigger. Help others. We all need goals in our lives. And the greater the goal, the greater the reward.
I don't know what you're talking about, old man.
So I'm just gonna stop talking to you.
I don't know what you're saying to me.
They have the Tree of Life right here.
The tree is legendary. I knew of it long before I met Ivo. The Tree of Life, as it's called, is attributed all kinds of powers. I was a little bit disappointed when I saw it for the first time. To me, it looks like a completely normal, tall tree.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about the tree?
Not many mortals have seen the Tree of Life, and those that have were crowned heads or wise men. I've even sat in its shade next to the king and shared 1 or 2 bottles of apple wine with him. I mean, with the king.
Yes. Oh,
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Nice apple wine. Apple wine sounds good. Good thinking. I did think about that too.
Take a little sip.
Well, I mean, I guess we can go and tickle the thing.
Right.
We did learn to do that.
Guess looks like this is the only way out of here.
Alright. Critter, we're coming. Hang in there, buddy. Release. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. No problem. Now you go and wait on the Mary, okay?
Are you serious?
Critter, no, come back. We need your help.
Critter.
Oh, there we go. We can choose Critter. 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 Tell us about all the things you see.
Gotcha!
It's so good to have Critter.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Mm.
Okay. He really likes the elf burrow.
Mouse, Fox, Wilbur,
So rude.
Mouse, Fox, Wilbur,
Nah. We're just gonna leave Nate here. Bye. Aw.
Nate.
Aw. So loyal.
Not 8. No, that's that.
Oh, right, the rope.
Shaila.
What is that for?
Oh.
We can use it with something, but I don't know what to use it with.
I mean, no, throw it overboard.
Yeah, we tried that with Nate too.
Seems like that's all we can do.
Yeah, maybe that's for later. Alright.
Mary.
That's it. Oh, thank you.
Hello, Critter. Everything okay with you and Captain Nate? That's good. You just look after him for me, won't you? It always worries me when he tries to act the hero.
Box.
Books. Apparently the books hurt his head.
Box.
Escuchas, culalabo.
Yeah, pretty good looking guy, eh?
Escuchas, culalabo.
Okay.
I can't believe you won't comment on his drawing. I want to know who Critet is. Okay.
Critet.
Who is the lucky Critet?
Can he leave the ship?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Okay.
So
well.
you're here. You're here for us.
Oh, maybe he's gonna throw the rope over for them to escape.
Maybe.
All right. Do you have any ideas on what we're gonna do next?
So Nate was like, the string is long enough, but long enough for what? Can we combine the string with any of our inventory items? Okay. We can tie the cans together.
I remember that from my childhood.
Oh,
You
it's a
connect the
phone.
cans
Yeah.
with a string and can talk to someone across several meters, just like you could without the cans.
Oh, he still tied them.
It's so funny. Oh,
Yeah, basically.
so true though.
Is that so we can talk safely to her mother?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
We can try it.
Here, I'm gonna just toss this to you.
We can talk like.
It's long enough. Like, long enough for what? I still want to know what this does.
I know.
Why are we supposed to turn it? Why, like,
Like,
this is such an awesome
oh, I know.
ceiling, man.
I love that ceiling. So good.
I don't know. I just thought I'd see if there's anything. Is there any? You can look at the books. Is there anything?
He just is like, I didn't read when I was
I
here.
wonder whether... Here.
N-
That's what I was looking for.
Aha!
Looking for what?
The book describes what the symbols mean. The first one is... a kind of angular stone?
Oh, it's hieroglyphics. Okay.
Okay, so we're looking for this because we're trying to translate this, right?
Yeah. Is that gem?
Where? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gemstones. Jewels. That's a promising start. The second symbol.
Desert?
Yes.
Desert.
Nice.
Yeah, makes sense. The city is somewhere in the
Yeah.
Umzu Desert. Next.
Next. Foot.
Feet? What have feet got to do with it? Can you only reach the city by foot? The next symbol.
3?
Yeah.
3. 3 feet. That's unusual. Perhaps the last symbol will make it clear.
Mountain.
Mountains. Jewels, desert, mountains. The jewel of the desert at the foot of the 3 mountains.
Oh, man.
That's it.
Good
Lorem
job,
ipsum.
man.
The city with roofs of gold is the jewel of the desert, and it lies at the foot of 3 mountains.
Wow.
Good job,
And
Nate.
these 3 mountains must be west of Bremen. That should be easy to find.
You know, he's not as stupid as he looks.
No, I'm very impressed.
Okay, is there anything else we can do with this now? Okay, so we know where we're going.
Yeah, good call.
Top hat might have been a present from a
Okay.
kobold.
No.
Still nothing to do with
There's
that.
nothing we can do with this.
No. Maybe Ivo will interact with it when we get her or
Yeah.
something.
Alright,
We'll
well,
be like,
I
oh,
mean...
my hat. We can try throwing the phone at... Psst.
Oh, come on. Really? Really?
Okay. What about... Huh? No. Alright.
Watch her.
That'd have been amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
When we found out how the Oracle knew so much about the war, we had to stop doing it when he... Perhaps I can distract her somehow and then wake Ivo. It looks like she's asleep.
Yeah.
But her...
Okay. Can we go back on the ship?
Nope. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Crit.
Oh,
The Elf Burrow is one of the most beautiful, but a golden prison is...
critter.
Yeah.
Hey, Critter.
Okay, never
You
mind.
take over here.
You take over for a bit. I've got some thinking to do.
Luca.
Will Critter leave now that one of them's on board? You are him.
Oh. What? Da 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 da.
Okay.
No. Alright. Well,
Go over into the garden. There are plants and fruit there if you're hungry. Don't fancy greens, huh?
Do you want to read?
read?
Picked a read from the water.
Oh.
Oh, I'm looking at him. Nope.
Give read to critter.
Yeah, we can like share inventory that way.
Right.
But I don't. I mean, we're here, so we can try these things while we're here. We don't really need to give Critter anything.
You can't give him that.
Should we try talking to Mary? Oh, okay, that's setting a course. Not quite yet.
Hey, Mary.
Captain Nate?
Cotton? Ah. Jolly good.
Ivo's mother. She's simply switched her off. How dare she?
Switched her off?
Magic elven stuff. If I could, I'd go up there and...
You are not a fighter, Captain Nate. You are... No, wait a moment, you're not really a thinker either.
Ouch.
What exactly are you?
A doer, Mary. A doer. All right. Let me know if there's a problem.
And then?
I don't suppose you give me some ideas, eh, Mary?
Would you like to talk on the phone with me?
Yes.
No.
It's hard to believe, but a whole cupboard full of costumes isn't gonna help me at the moment.
Is that still a thing?
Perfume atomizers, face powder, makeup? Nothing of any use at the moment.
It's too bad. I thought maybe he was gonna like dress up as somebody else and...
Well, I'm kinda out of ideas.
Maybe Dad has more ideas?
Okay.
Maybe Dad wants to talk on the phone with us. Okay. Bon voyage. Hey, Dad. How do I talk to your wife without her being upset?
Well, Bob needs his sleep. I'm only supposed to disturb him if there's something new to report.
Okay.
Okay. Should we just
I had to listen to a quite long and
try
but what
things
my
with...
good.
I've tried everything with us.
Okay, nope. Oh, oops. Nope.
And we tried all of these with everything in Ivo's room.
Right.
I don't think we can look at the tree, do anything with the tree.
No, we finished with the tree.
No? We just looked at it.
Yeah, okay. So there's nothing to do here. There's water. No. No. I guess it must be something in the library, but I don't know.
Go, man, go.
Go.
Stop turning it. You use the Minecraft sword.
Okay.
Since it's two-dimensional, sort of pixelated, maybe she won't see it coming.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Okay, no.
I mean, there's literally only that, and that. That and that, and I mean that and that and leave.
I got
nothing. Bubkus? Bubkus?
You got bubkus? That's, you should get that checked out. It's not good to have like an ongoing case of bubkus.
Yes.
No.
We can't interact with anything else.
I know, I'm really stumped. Not again.
And I've tried everything in here too, right?
I think so. I thought maybe we could have like used the phone to talk to the Oracle, but like that's not a thing.
Like, how were we supposed to distract her?
Like, yeah.
Like, it's like we can't even like throw something or anything.
I know. Oh dear.
I think this is the thing that I'm finding most frustrating about this game is that you get into positions where it's like they want you to do one specific thing or in a very specific order, and it's just like there's nothing left to interact with.
Yeah, there are some times where the character says a certain thing and I'm not like picking up on it. It's like I'm not paying attention as much, and then sometimes someone's like,
Bob said that only she can wake Ivo up, and no one can force her.
Yeah? So?
I have to convince her that she's not acting in Ivo's best interest. She doesn't want to damage her daughter or cause her unnecessary pain.
Yes?
Bob said that only she can...
And so?
Her mother could leave her in this state for months, or even years. I have to wake her up. She doesn't deserve this, despite everything that's happened. It looks like she's but her father... The Oracle on two... This is going to be a real feast.
Come on, just toss the thing to her so you can talk to her without being murdered.
Tosh. Sorry, I'm like trying to get to this chapter to see what we should do. But the website's taking a long time to load. I think we're are we in chapter 3 or chapter 4?
How do I even find that?
That's okay. By the time I get there, I'll figure it out. If you think of anything else in the meantime. Okay, and that's Ivo,
Come on.
Wilbur.
No, don't go out.
Wilbur, Ivo, Wilbur.
The top hat might have been a present from...
Yes, you said. Okay, apparently we're in chapter 4. Might even be in chapter 5, actually.
Lorem Ipsum, the jewel of the desert at the foot of the 3 mountains. And I know from Ivo's father that the city must be somewhere west of Bremen. I should actually be able to locate its position on a map. A heavy plank of wood. Not very... A straight thin reed. You can hear in one can what someone else says into the other can. It's a distance communicator.
Yes. So how about if you use it?
What? Wait, how did you... What?
What?
No, I'm...
What?
Oh, okay. Apparently we need to leave?
We can't. I mean, we can try, but...
According to this, we just need to, like, go to Lorem Ipsum and find the Book of the Dead.
So we just abandon everybody. All this about, you know, trying to... Okay, whatever.
Yeah, so we have to go set a course? I think, from what I can tell.
All right, then.
I would never logically think, oh, now we need to, like, leave Ivo behind and just go.
Okay, oh, there's Umzu. There's whatever. The Bremen.
That's the desert where Lorem Ipsum must be. Wait a minute. I must have a more detailed map of the area somewhere here.
Okay, I'll get rid of this since we're, like, back on track now.
There's 3 mountains.
Okay.
3 mountains west of Bremen. I bet Critter's next meal that the jewel of the desert is at the foot of these mountains. I'll mark the place on the big map.
On the big map.
Okay.
Okay, what else we got?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, let's look at all the things, I guess.
That's the old oasis of Bremen. It was already there at the time of Lorem Ipsum. Today it's a pretty little town.
Yeah.
That's the old oasis. It was already...
Okay.
After everything Ivo told me, Seastone is a no-go at the moment. Better that we're not seen there without the Archmage. His human version, I mean. After everything Ivo, better that his... I met Critter in the Northlands. Nice people up there. Penguins, mainly.
Yay! Everyone likes penguins.
I met Critter in the nice...
Okay, he really doesn't have a lot to say about these places.
Wilbur comes from around there. Mainly just dwarves and gnomes live there. The White Ridge Mountains are too cold for humans. Wilbur comes from mainly just
Okay, so it looks like we've got...
Well, that's where we are.
Okay, so...
Only the best captains are already in the right place before they set off.
So we can go to Tukator and the desert. So where would you like to go?
Who would have possibly we would never have guessed that we're just supposed to leave. Like everything...
I mean, I guess eventually we would have just clicked on everything again and then been like, oh, we can interact with the map now.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, all right.
There hasn't been an airship visiting Lorem Ipsum for centuries, perhaps millennia, if ever. Time to pay a call to the old city.
Yay, we're going to the desert.
That must be it. Lorem Ipsum.
Fast.
And it looks like someone has already dug it up for us.
Put it up.
That is a mummy.
Are they trying to get back in, or?
According to legend, Lorem Ipsum had golden roofs. I can only see a pile of old stones.
Well, there's a lot of sand.
This music's
Yeah, we
great.
can go back to the Mary. It's kind of Egyptian.
Yeah.
A massive thing. I wonder if the mummy pulled it out here on his own. The little guy doesn't look that strong.
Sounds like got the tiniest shovel.
The sarcophagus is gold-plated. In normal circumstances, I would pocket some of the gold. But it's a bit different if the inhabitant of the sarcophagus is full of beans and still needs it.
Full of beans?
Sure.
What kind of beans?
No idea.
The whole slab is covered with characters.
More translating?
Hieroglyphs, something that looks like Old Dwarvish, and normal letters. At viro eos et accusum et justo duo dolores et ea rebum. That's the same forgotten language as in the Lorem Ipsum text.
Interesting.
Be careful about, just reading random words. If you've ever
Yeah.
watched the Mummy movie.
No kidding.
Yatue,
Stone
Yatue.
slab with characters in 3 different languages. And I can't read any of them.
You can read Lorem Ipsumish.
That's very handy. Those are, like, some of these are the reason that they, like, can translate things from way back, because they were, like, written in multiple languages.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, those 2 languages are dead, but this one we still know.
Right. Does that help
I
them
found a very
decipher like, some
similar
of the dead
stone head in the
language as
Northlands
well,
and took
since
it with
it's
me.
The same.
Probably.
But there's no way it could be from the same stonemasons. We're thousands of miles from the Northlands.
At least get some idea. Like,
Yeah.
if you have whatever, let's say, something is in Latin, which is not an active language, but it is, people know how to read it. And then you have, like, whatever. You've got a couple other, like, completely dead languages. And then you have something else that's in one of those that's only written in one of those dead languages. So you might be able to get at least some of the words.
Sure, yeah. Cool.
The sand has protected the statues over the millennia. If they'd been exposed to the wind, there'd be nothing left of them but sand.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Mummy with a small spade. I wonder.
Mortimer.
No, I'm Nate. That's Critter.
Oh, no.
But I seek Mortimer.
Here? Under the sand?
Why aren't you Mortimer?
I, don't know.
I forgot about this guy. Do you remember him?
Yeah, vaguely.
He was like right at the beginning of the first game. We were at a house. Whose house was that?
Oh, is that the wizard's house when we were Iva?
Yeah, that's right. Because we went down and we found the artifact of divine fate underneath that house. Yeah. Okay, it's all coming back.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Mortimer.
I am...
Oh?
Isn't the question more, who are you?
I'm Nate, like I already said.
So you are neither Mortimer, nor that elf who was pretending to be Mortimer.
That... Yes, I can confirm that.
Can confirm.
So many people. I can't possibly remember all these names. I will call you... Nate.
That works.
I can live with that.
So who's Mortimer?
Who is this Mortimer you're looking for?
Mortimer fetched me out of the darkness many years ago. I lived with him until he disappeared.
And now you're looking for him here?
Looking for whom?
That Mortimer.
You've seen him. I've been looking for him everywhere.
Yes.
Have you excavated these rooms?
Don't tell me you dug this huge hole.
All right.
I mean, why did you dig it?
I'm not meant to say.
You can tell me. What's the hole all about?
Yes, about that.
Why did you dig it?
I didn't. You did.
Of course. I wanted to go home.
So you're from Lorem Ipsum.
Yes. It must be here somewhere.
Have you had a look around?
Ah! Lorem Ipsum! What a coincidence! I was born here, you know.
Do you know Bob?
Can you tell me something about the town?
What can you tell me about Lorem Ipsum? What was life here like?
Oh, wonderful. We've always had good weather. We built the most beautiful temples with the most fiendish traps.
Ah, of course you did.
Sold them all around the world and made a lot of money from that.
You sold temples with built-in traps?
Of course. Walls that suddenly come together and squash any intruder. Invented here in Lorem Ipsum. We had breeding programs for scorpions and tarantulas. And we issued a 3,000-year guarantee for our traps.
Wow.
That means your traps could still work today.
Traps? What traps?
I think he already answered that.
Yeah.
I'm searching for a book. The Book of the Dead.
I'm looking for a book.
I've seen one lying on Mortimer's desk.
I'm looking for a particular book. The Book of the Dead.
Oh, but that's just a legend. That book apparently explains how one can bestow everlasting life on people by wrapping them up in gauze bandages.
Assuming it wasn't a legend, where would the Book of the Dead be hidden?
Ah, the Book of the Dead. Some say it is mere legend, but I have seen it many times. It was put into the tomb of the last pharaoh of Lorem Ipsum, the mad Tut-Tut.
Tut-tut.
Tut-Tut now. Where is the tomb of Tut-Tut?
And this Tut-Tut, where is he buried?
He is lying under a mighty pyramid, just like that one over there. Actually, now that I think about it, it's exactly like the one over there. What do you think? Why would someone put a pyramid here that looks exactly the same as Tut-Tut's?
Yeah, why would someone do that?
Very strange.
How do you get into Tut-Tut's pyramid?
Who is Tut-Tut? And what's this pyramid you're talking about?
Ah, forget it.
What should I forget?
Did they remove your brain when they embalmed you?
Don't mummies have their brains removed during embalmment?
That's funny. I could swear that I've heard that question somewhere before.
I bet.
Nice.
Can you read what was written on this flagstone?
I found this stone slab. What does it say?
It says, "Thank you for your decision to buy this pyramid model world wonder." In 3 languages.
It's an operating manual?
Nice.
Our lost temples could get rather complicated.
Does it say how to open the pyramid?
Terms of use, guarantee, washing instructions.
Washing instructions.
There. Erect pyramid facing exactly north. Position obelisk A in depression G on stone socket B with the help of wooden peg F. We recommend the use of slaves for erection, not included in this delivery. Every day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the shadow of the obelisk will point to the stone which opens the secret entrance.
Why doesn't it just say which stone you have to press? Who would write something like this? I've got to go. And you? You might want to get out of the sun for a couple of hours.
I've not got time for breaks. I'm looking for a pyramid. It must be here somewhere.
All right.
Alright, good luck, man.
Even Critter's like, what the heck?
Wasn't that in Indiana Jones, where like they had the sun had to come in at a certain angle, and you had to hold the staff, and it would go through the staff and light like the exact brick.
Sounds about right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
A massive stone plinth with a piece of rotten wood in the middle.
Just toss that.
Without a replacement for the wooden pin, the obelisk won't stay on the plinth.
We have some wood.
Oh.
Aww. The reed?
That thin thing? No, no botch jobs.
Oh, come on, give me this, Nate. Hello?
Oh,
we can.
too.
Oh, that's like our postcard. Okay. Maybe we'll find something then.
A semicircular depression. There are lines and numbers carved into the stone on the inside. Perhaps some kind of calculation? Or something religious?
Or something?
Or something?
No idea what that is.
Grand.
I guess that's the obelisk mentioned in the operating manual. At least I can't see another one.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to get the obelisk onto the pedestal? It must weigh at least a ton.
Critter's pretty strong.
So's this guy.
So is that guy.
You sure you can't do something with... Oh, use the wooden plank as a lever.
I might be able to stand the obelisk upright, but there's no way I can heave it onto the stone plinth, even with a lever.
Okay. And yet...
There's still something to look at, so...
I can't imagine the whole pyramid was covered in sand. In that case, all this must have been more than 100 meters under the floor of the desert. I know lots of people find pyramids impressive, but what's the big deal? You pile up blocks into a heap. I could already do that when I was a kid. Maybe not as big, but the principle's the same.
Oof.
Technically, that is true, I guess. But when you're talking, blocks that weigh tons and tons and tons, and you have no machinery to do it.
Mm-hmm.
According to the operating manual, there's a place you have to press to open an entrance into the pyramid. But I can't just try and find it by looking around. That would take forever.
Mm-hmm.
According to the... But I can't...
Okay. Should we give Critter the piece of wood? Here,
buddy.
You're strong.
Here, for you.
Okay. You're up, Critter.
Really?
Maybe he has to look at it first.
Полудовник.
Indeed. I meant like he has to look at the obelisk first. Alright.
Пут.
Buddha de boot.
The poop.
Хорошо, Квейла.
Oh, hello.
Well, yeah, someone died in there.
Хорошо,
Or someone was dead and put in there,
Yeah.
more accurately.
Хорошо, Квейла. Пут.
TikTok.
It's a clock.
Pull up to Spronson.
Oh, goodness.
Hacks. No.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, well, he's impressed.
Well, you want to talk to the mummy?
You are so hairy. No wonder it took me so long to find you. I almost didn't recognize you. You think? Well, we can try. But I really don't know why there would be a hairdresser down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you talk to him again?
Oops. Talk.
No.
Uh-uh.
What does that mean?
I guess we might as well give this back to him.
Yeah, good call.
Because he can interact with that at least.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
We have a rope.
we have a rope. You mean back on the thing?
Yeah, maybe we should have Critter go up to the Mary and throw the rope down to us, and we can pull the obelisk up.
Sure. Can we use it like a crane?
Yeah. Use the rope, throw it.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
It looks like. Huzzah!
Hey. Oh, and it just happens to be
that is
right here.
So lucky. Use the rope with.
Make sure I switched that. No, dude. I didn't realize I was already Nate. How do you tell which one you're?
I think one is colored when.
There's like a gold thing around. Okay, use rope with obelisk.
I guess that's the obelisk mentioned in the opera.
No, use the rope with.
Yeah.
The Mary should have enough power to heave the obelisk onto the plinth, but the obelisk would fall straight off the plinth. Neither of the stones are as smooth as they once were.
That's what the wood thing is for. No, don't use it as a. Stick it in the.
Yeah.
He pulled a piece of rotten wood out of here. Why will he not put a new piece of wood into it so that the plinth can go on it?
I'll try using it as a lever.
I might be able to stand the obelisk upright.
How about the stone manual?
He mentions this being, can I combine these? No. He mentions this being too, like you can actually interact with that, but it says it's too thin.
That thin thing? No botch jobs.
God damn it, game! Just do it! Critter came back down.
Yes.
Hi.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Oh.
Need one of those wooden pegs which would fit the obelisk. With which the obelisk is fixed. How did I read that?
I don't know.
Never mind, I can't read.
I was very interested. I'm like,
something about
Where
a
are you
wooden
going with
plinth,
those?
and there's some rotten wood still sticking in the hole in the stone plinth.
Yes, we always had issues with the wooden pegs. Wood is easy to craft, but not as long-lasting as stone. I discovered something completely new in Mortimer's hut. Metal.
Metal?
Yes, but not bronze. Much harder, much more durable. I called it ugly super bronze. I brought a sample of it with me.
Oh, perfect. Could I use it?
yes.
About the ugly super bronze.
The what?
The metal you found in Mortimer's house.
Who told you about that?
Ah.
One could build completely new types of weapons with this metal. Wood and bronze weapons would be useless. No one must find out until Lorem Ipsum has mastered the secrets of this material.
Oh.
For the good of Lorem Ipsum, let us examine the metal.
You're right. Let's examine the metal for the good of Lorem Ipsum.
Absolutely. If we should ever get lazy and start to rest on our laurels, it could result in the town's downfall.
We, wouldn't want that to happen.
No. Wait here.
Interesting. It's unscrewing something?
I'm trying something. How big is that sarcophagus?
Maybe it's bigger on the inside than the outside.
You get in there?
What was I going to fetch again?
Oh no.
I was just pulling your leg. I never forget anything.
Thank you.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
What for?
Nothing. Might as well ask him the other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, what was that about Sacred Door and Obelisk?
So I should put obelisk B onto slab F, or something like that.
What are you talking about?
The instructions! At 3 o'clock, the shadow of the obelisk,
Why are you always saying things that don't make any sense? It's very irritating.
Sorry.
Anyway, one also needs a bicycle, has to put 2 into the left-hand column, and then wait until the whole thing has been well roasted.
Okay. About the semicircular depression over here, what is it?
this depression here. What is it?
That is a sun clock.
Oh, Critter knew what it was.
Why does the sun need to know what time it is?
No, the sun tells us how late it is.
So how does the sun know what time it is?
Haven't a clue. The shadow of the little stick in the middle tells us for definite when it is time to, do things.
There is no stick in the middle of the clock.
It must have been broken then. I think more has been broken too. Didn't it look completely different here before?
Probably.
Definitely, yep.
Alright, bye.
I've got to go.
Bye.
All right, and bye.
He actually said it too.
Oh boy, and on that note, we should probably wrap this episode up.
Next time into the pyramid?
Hopefully. Unless we
Puzzles.
get stuck more.
Pyramid puzzles.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.